Hi everybody, I haven't seen you in a few days, have I? I know I said I was gonna get the nutmeg thing out. And I will. I actually have the PowerPoint all done. I just need to do it. This was midterms week, so I had that to deal with, which included a final midterm project for mythology. And anyone who's ever gone to college knows that that kind of stuff needs to come first, regardless. Other thing is that I've been really manic in the last week or so, maybe. And it was really strange. I went to go see my therapist on Thursday. Not Thursday. Not yesterday. Did I see him yesterday? Yes, I did, because then I went to go to the grocery store. So I saw him yesterday. He said, well, you've been manic since last week when I saw you last. Like, really? Really? It was weird. I didn't realize it until the other day that I was manic. And the thing with that is, while I would like to sit down and be able to concentrate on giving you a good presentation and good education, you know how important that is to me. And if I can't give my all in the way that I feel that I should be able to for you guys and for my own sake, I don't think it's a good idea that I do it. When I'm manic, I can't concentrate on a thing long enough to complete it. And when I do try to sit down to do something like that, very, very specific, my brain does not want to focus on that thing, and it won't let me. Manic basically means like insane, crazy, like woo. Anyone who ever has known someone or deals with manic depression themselves, or it's called bipolar now, either one or two, understands what I'm talking about. Manic is describing the high. It's like a manic depression or bipolar is, in either case, type 1 or type 2. Actually, I should probably do videos about these two, because I'd really like to start talking more about mental health in my channel as well. Because it's such a huge part of my life, not just essential oils. And they help me with coping and dealing with things, but there's more to me there's more to being essentially all of me. That Nikki's Essentials is essentially all of me. So it's not just the essential oils, it's mental health too. And I want to try to use my my platform here on YouTube to focus on essential oils, of course, but also be able to bring awareness to issues that I think need to be brought into the forefront. I know that there's been a lot of talk recently about PTSD and things that some guy, Orange Man, I don't know, said during a thing. I will not be naming names because I really do not want to make this a whole I do not want any political discussion on my channel at all, because that just turns into something weird and awful. But anyway, and just over the years, it's gotten better. The awareness has gotten better. It's being taken more seriously, but it is not. I think that by opening up more about it, while I am only one case of bipolar type 2, everyone experiences it differently because everyone is a different person. I think that it could be helpful to some. I know that when I watch the 10 years or so that I've been watching a lot of people that I'm still watching that are still, for instance, Philip DeFranco. He also deals with depression. And I know that's not the forefront of his channel, but he talks about it. He's not embarrassed to talk about it. He's not closed off from talking about it. He's not ashamed of it. He is, this is how it is, and this is my experience with it. And he talks about it a little bit. I mean, sometimes it's like off to the side, like a side thing, but he's like, it's there, and this is, it was nice to, even if I don't know someone personally, it's nice that in a community such as YouTube, you learn about other people and you can connect with them on that kind of level. Like, yeah, I understand. I've been there. I get it. I think that YouTube can be a really awesome tool for things like that. So I want to bring that in there too. But anyway, like, as you're noticing now, I have a really difficult time with eye contact, and I cannot stay on a singular topic. So try doing a PowerPoint out of a very specific thing. It's very difficult, and I do not think I could be able to. I don't think I would be able to give you what or how I want to give it to you. Give you the presentation, the information, the research. Even trying to research through it, I'm gonna go through it again and might redo it. But I was manic through the research too, and that was so hard to concentrate on. I just kept skipping from line to line to line. I was not reading straight across or taking in any information. It was just like boom. And I don't think that I want to make, some of the I read a lot of studies, and I like to bring the science to you, and it can be complicated. And I don't want to dumb it down, but I want to make it easily understandable by a large audience, So I have to, make it in the vernacular, the common language that you and I both understand at the same time, the words that we're discussing. So, but I can't do that if it isn't coherent, if it doesn't make sense. I bet you if I look at it, the PowerPoint tomorrow, I'll be like, what in the world was I smoking? Nothing good. Let me tell you, nothing good. So that's why I haven't put it out. I want to, but that whole quality control center of my brain that says, you could put it out, but why put it out now when it would not half-assed. I wouldn't try to make it half-assed, but I wouldn't be able to give it my all because I'm fully here. But I'm so scattered. When I'm manic, I'm coming down from it now, but when I'm manic, I'm so scattered about everything, about what I'm talking about, what I'm thinking about. I have a hard time sleeping. I'm tired, but I'm hyper. And I get crazy creative, and like I'm going a million miles a minute, and I jump from thing to thing to thing to thing. Like earlier this week, I was cutting down the morning glories from the trellis for as I'm doing fall things, but I got halfway through there. I'm like, oh, but I need to go take out the trash. Oh, but I need to go do the laundry. Oh, but I need to go wash the dishes. Oh, let's do this. Oh, but the dog needs to walk. Oh no, I need to cook dinner. And it's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and we need to eat, and there's nothing prepared, and yeah, it's. So I do want to apologize it's going to be late. It's going to be pretty late. Hopefully I'll get it up by next Wednesday. But this I don't want to give you half of me or half a presentation. I don't want to give you something that I would not be proud of, because it matters to me. Not just the research, but, well, I mean, it doesn't matter. All of it matters, you know, because my whole point in making this channel was because of, you know, there being a lot of information out there about essential oils, but there's good information and there's bad information. And there's a lot of this bad information can be very dangerous. So my whole point is to gather these informational sources and put them together in a coherent format that makes sense, but yet is educational, yet entertaining. But I also want to encourage you to do your own research, and I do that by providing the sources that I've used and a little extra. And if you're at a loss about, like, I like to add some of my favorite products that pertain to that video as well, because, you know, sometimes, like, oh, well, what does she like to use? Or, you know, we're talking about clove essential oils. What are her favorite clove essential oil brands? Or, you know, what does she like to use the clove oil in? And so I'll put my favorite products down there for reference if y'all are interested. I let you pick and choose what you want to do with it. So, also, there will be more of these, because that's something my therapist and I discussed, for me to keep myself aware of my bipolar, of me coming up and going down, and the it's like a wave, but it's been so erratic lately. But and I told him that I didn't realize that I was as manic as I was until, you know, just the other day. He says, I knew you were manic the last week. It's like, really? Okay, so this is, you know, I want to get back into doing the daily vlogs, not only because I like communicating with you, even though if I might not be putting out an educational video at, you know, that week or whatever, or I already did, or it's coming, or whatever. You know, but I also want to keep record of how I don't want to really say mood. I'm not really trying to gauge my mood per se. I'm trying to gauge where I am in whether I'm manic, whether I'm low, or whether I'm like maintaining, or if I'm coming up, or if I'm going down. It's something that we both want to see is it's one thing to write it down. It's another thing to see it visually and auditorially. I mean, of course, I write too. But I think doing it this way will be much more helpful. So really, what this is an experiment, because I like to test things out. This is a test. I mean, him and I, my therapist and I, this is kind of like a new kind of thing that we're kind of testing out. And, you know, we're like, well, let's try this. Give it a little bit of time and see how it works. See if it can help you and me gain a little bit more insight into the peaks, the highs and lows of your bipolar. So he's a great therapist. He specializes in bipolar, in both types, and anxiety, and PTSD, and many other, and quite a few other things that are helpful in my circumstances. Anyway, so thank you for letting me bend your ear, and I will do it again tomorrow night, and the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that. And I swear, I will get that nutmeg essential oil video out to you very soon. I'm starting to come back into normalcy, so I'm ready to get back to work. But anyway, I will talk to y'all again tomorrow. It is nigh to bedtime here, so I'm going to go snuggle in my bed with my fuzzy blankie and call it a night. Bye. Good night, everyone. Oh, and if you all are down in the southern states here in the U.S., please, please, please be careful. Please be safe, be well, be happy, and be peaceful. Good night.